professional jungling for more than 20 years. Others survive in the wilderness, starving for 9 meals in 3 days. But with Matt as a partner, you don't have to worry about eating and drinking at all. Easy to catch 2 halves of the river. Charcoal grill until fragrant. Juicy. Serve with picked vegetable salad. It's delicious and filling. Eating 10 yuans and 1.5 kilograms of wild onions. Drinking wilderness milk tea with cactus rose. The quality of life instantly surpassed that of the Emperor of Japan. From the wild canyons of southern Texas, covering 3 million acres, it's the largest roadless area in the continental United States. It's also the home of Matt, son of nature, Ben, 7, Joe, and Matt. To play the mountain biker in trouble, teach everyone how to get out of this wilderness. At the beginning, they came across the scrapped bicycle. According to visual inspection, it is completely impossible to ride, and there are no tools in the car. Joe wants to brute force the wheel, suit, and cable, remove it, and keep it, but Matt told him those things were superfluous. This time I can lead him. Go back to the world famous without any tools. The current priority should be to find water. After so many periods of getting along, Joe knew Matt wasn't a big talker, so he decided to follow his instructions. The two came to a high ground. Look around. There are many trees in the valley ahead. There is a better chance of finding water there. Go down the steep slope. Walk along the dry riverbed. Come to the valley. Matt saw a lot of rock crevices in the ground. He knows there's got to be fresh water under those cracks. Came to the edge of one of the rock crevices. They picked a suitable place to go down. It is important to note that action must be taken quickly, because if it rains in the distance, then the rain could wash over these rocks very quickly. Burst in the gap. You can't even run to the interior. Bridge and Matt use both hands and feet. The first gap is narrow. They climb with shallots. It's easier to come to the middle ledge. Here the bridge hears water droplets below, but there's still about 30 feet under the ledge, and the width of the gap is larger. Matt has extensive rock climbing experience. He volunteered to go down first to explore the way. First, find available footholds on both sides. Climb down at the guide bridge. After successfully reaching the bottom, they soon saw the water flowing on the rock wall. That water is filtered through layers of rock, already clean. Not much to say. Squat and drink. After replenishing the water, it will return to the ground. Bridge and Matt plan to go far away. More vegetated mountains. They set up camp there. The valleys of southern Utah are hot during the day, but at night, the temperature may drop straight below 0 degrees. Therefore, they must make enough shelter from the cold. It wasn't that hard for Matt, because he's lived on this terrain for 20 years. He found a patch of ground with a lot of oak leaves. These dried leaves have good insulation. Just enclose the bed frame with the trunk. Pile a lot in it, like leaves. It's a classic North American Indian sleeping bag. Protected by these leaves, they didn't freeze that night. Woke up the next day and embarked on a journey to find water again. They walked a long way up the ridgeline. Finally, I saw a large amount of growth. Canyon of trees. Matt sure there will be resources at the bottom that provide the 4 elements of survival. But what stood in front of them was almost a vertical cliff. Or pick the place that fits best in the lower corner. Joe and Matt start grinding down little by little. Keep your hands and feet on the cliff as much as possible. Create friction. If you can detour halfway, detour. Interspersed if you can, step by step to the halfway point. The second half of the rock wall is particularly smooth. They can only take the bedroom downhill method. You're sitting on the floor, you're sliding down. Use your powerful prostate and hands and feet as brakes. Control the speed. After landing, the run-up machine meter removes the inertia. A thrilling down. Finally reach the bottom safely. In the process of finding water sources, Matt also didn't forget to keep an eye out for other available supplies. Break a little dry slange. Take it away as a drill shaft. Keep going. He found something good again. A wild onion grows on the ground. More is not said. Less is not falling. They each had their spines removed. Put it in your mouth and hum. Although it is not a big meal, but it also provides some carbs. After eating, we burrow into the dense woods. As the soil under your feet gets wetter and wetter, dozens of steps of replication. A clear stream appears in the camera. Smoky Matna can handle so much. Hold the stream, peer, directly in your hands. But the bridge contracted diseases from drinking raw water. He proposed using cacti as a boiling water container. If not, drink this raw water yourself. And Matt is in charge of life. The two hit it off. They still need knives before they go. Because of this challenge, they didn't bring any survival tools. Tate leads the bridge to a rocky beach. Find a black key in this pile of stones. Hit a chunk with other stones. The edge can be sharpened into a sharp knife. Joe tried, and I found that you could shave the hairs off your hands. They each sharpened a stone knife. Joe finds a cactus. Cut off those larger leaves. Remove the spikes on it. Dig out the pulp in the middle. Joe goes back to the stream and packs water with cactus bags. Found feasible. I plan to do a few more. At the same time, Matt camped under a jutting rock. Because the yucca branch is too short,